Yes, to depend.
Okay.
Topics. Now you are going to work in group. Okay? Are global issues problem or which one are sustainability topics? You are going to answer, mention this in your group. A, B, C, D, E, F, D, E, F. Voilà. G, G, H, I. Now, problem, or those who are sustainability. You answer this on your paper in group, and you are going to have 10 minutes for that. Okay? You start.
Global issue. Global issue. Yes. A. And B, it is agriculture, sustainability topic. C, it is about restaurant food, sustainability topic. D, it is about inundation. It is a global issue. And E, we have the music, sustainability. F, we have war, global issue. And G, we have sport, sustainability. And
They can hear you. The others can hear you.
maybe. And H, we have environment, global issue. And I, we have a pollution, global issue.
Issues. Yes. D.
No, B.
B. Farm. Local and global issues.
C.
C. Food. Global and local issues.
D.
D. Flooding. Global and local issues. E. Music. That is global.
Music.
Music.
This is our global problem.
Yes.
You think?
Yes.
How? Can you explain how music is a global problem?
Music
Yes.
is everywhere.
What?
Everywhere.
Is that?
Yes. Okay. I say music is everywhere. It
But
isn't.
do you think it is a problem which is affecting people to do something or do you think?
But if we want to say that music is in the world everywhere, it isn't.
Yes, it is in the world, but is the music, for example, the topic of music, when we talk about the culture of music, do you think it is a problem people are afraid of and we need to do something?
Okay, about this, it isn't something everyone is afraid.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm here. The negative face or side of the music is affecting young people here. For example, they are refusing to do sports, okay? They are refusing to work, they are refusing to study for the rap, okay? They are more involved in rap than to the study or than to the sports. So this is the problem of music here. So for many parents, music is a problem locally here. This is my contribution.
Listen, please. B is a farm. It's a global issue. C is food, uncovered food. It's a local issue. D is flooding, local issue. E is music. It's a sustainability is a topic.
Okay, how? Can you explain?
Yeah, because as far as we are concerned, we think that music is not a problem. It's not a problem. It's here to sustain people. Yeah, to make them, to put them at ease. Yeah, this is why we say that it's a sustainability topic. Yeah. Okay. War. F is war. Global issue.
Is this affecting
War.
Mali people here?
War. Yes, war is affecting us. For example, in Russia, between Russia and Ukraine now, we are suffering the drawbacks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Article are now.
Yeah, and terrorism also. This is terrorism is everywhere. Particularly in Mali here, we are every day we are dying of it. Yeah. J is a sport. It's a sustainability issue. Yeah, and H is a wild animals. You can see elephants. Yeah, we think
is a
that.
problem.
Yeah, it's not a problem. It's a sustainability issue also, topic also. Even though we write here global issue, we want to change it.
Yes.
Yeah. This is E. Yeah, E is pollution. Yeah, it's a global issue.
It is a
Global issue.
issue.
Yeah, pollution.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can hear. Thank you, group 3. Now move.
Is life and is a global issue, and after that B is a farm. A farm is a sustainable topics or a sustainable issue too, and after that la lumière. Ok, je vais voir ça ici. After that, D, I think D is a flood or inundation. That's a global issue or a local issue. It can be. It depends. Okay, and after that, music is music is a sustainable topics because it is music is universal and we use it at ease in our ease, if I can say that. And after that, F is a war. As in Mali, here we are suffering of this problem, particularly in the north and in the center too. We are everywhere I can say we are suffering.
Yeah.
And how many times can you see elephant?
Elephant. In Mali, it is difficult to see.
Difficult. Why?
Because they disappeared. Yeah.
This is what I would like.
Okay.
They disappeared because they are in danger anymore. They are in danger anymore. Okay, good. Thank you very much for your contribution. Yes. Issue. Because everyone don't have access to clean and drinkable water. Even in Douala here, those who are living far west, there is a problem of water. Those who are making to build their new house need the well, and all the well is not going to give water. This is a problem affecting people in Douala, and it is the same globally. B also is farming. Farming is sustainability topic because we need to think that the population of the earth is growing people. So how can you farm to food or to feed everyone? So this is a sustainability we need to identify. And now we have C. This is a storm or it is flooding. This is a problem. We are in the rainy season in Mali. Just someone come to see me that his house fell down and he needs something to repair the brick. So this is affecting people now because people are losing their family now because of a flood. This is a local, it is also a global problem. Yes? No, so these are the answer. It's not everything. These are the answer. This is for you, but the key answer for identify the problem are A, B, C. Yes, A, B, C. Okay? Not D. Because D, this is something related to the restaurant. People go to restaurant. This is not a problem. Yes, sir. This is not the problem. But those who mention food can come here for farming. Yes, okay? This is why we jumped that. Okay. And now we have the F. As you mentioned here, war is affecting people here, even in Mali. Yes, everywhere. Now we have H, which is endangered animal or disappearing. They are threatened. And this is a problem you need to bring to your class. And finally, we have industrials and CO2 emission. This is what we call, some mention there, the pollution. The pollution is now affecting people. Air pollution, water, etc. Good. Now we move to the activity 2, teacher previous knowledge, what you already know about this, and current belief about the issues. But I think the prefix is ready now. We are going to stop it for activity, your previous knowledge about global or sustainable topic. In the group, we are going to discuss what you already know about global issues or environmental issues. We are going to discuss this. And the second one is, what are some local problems or environmental problems that are affecting your students first, and how this is affecting your student. You are going to tell me the way this is affecting your student. If the pollution is affecting your student, say to people how this is affecting them. We are going to tell this, okay? You have 10 minutes to discuss this. Okay.
Yes, we have the problem there. We have clean water problem. Okay. Because Guana people are using solar pumps. And this is available from 8 to 14. When the sun at the sunset, it's not possible to get water because the solar is not taking. That's a big problem there. And the well which are there, you cannot find water.
Okay, now first the student problem, this is of a lack of water. Lack of water, we have a serious problem about because of to give the course in the class, we are obligated to go to look for the water in the well from the school. This is a serious problem for my students.
Yes.
And after that, lack of access, the material and material to access education. And part of the new technology, we have lack of
A good
material.
education
Yeah,
quality.
to have a good education, teaching online, Zoom, include meeting and WhatsApp. We have no access. The data internet connection. That is the serious problem. Now about the community, here this one is also a big problem. A big problem is the TWIP. Yes, the TWIP and many young people, many young people stay at home, no work, no job, and then this which allowed them to do anything no permitted in the community to kill animal, chicken and so forth.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this is the community serious problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Finyana, is there any related issues you're
Yes, about water.
water also?
Yes, there's Kitasi. We have the problem of water. Our students they are going to check water in the well sometimes.
In the well.
Yes, in the well. And the well water, it is
Not clean. It's not clean.
Yes, they can have sickness.
Yes.
That is a local problem.
That affects your student and your community also.
Yes.
I think something also may affect you, I think, in Finyana. This is charcoal exploitation. When you pass through Finyana, there are pollution. There is pollution there, air pollution, because when they burn the world, so this gas, the dioxide of carbon cover all the village. Can't you remember this? In Finyana?
In Finyana,
Yes.
many people make charcoal and sell them.
And sell. The fact they are burning. Yes. Yes.
That is the women and months I can say they are going to cut
Cutting wood.
they sell corn. Okay, reason that we have the problem of air pollution.
Yes. That's true. That's true.
Yes, the problem of water, particularly in Nglobu, we have a serious problem because there is the student, those who come far from around the environment in Nglobu, they come very far from the school. Now, between the short village in Nglobu, they are the hole. They have a hole between them. Now there is a lot the water which disturb the student to access to school. This is a serious problem in Nglobu. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. I think it's Dusu or Traore. Yes.
Okay, we have some local issues that affect our students. Okay, first of all, we have clean drinking water problems. Okay, so precisely where I'm teaching, so the people get water from tape. Okay, but it's a solar tape. Okay, that means the water is available from 8 to 14, okay? And the students are at school from 8 to 12, okay? They go back home at 12 o'clock. And at that time, they go to the tape to get water. And there are many, they have to wait, okay? And it is due, that is a problem. That makes that they come late at school at afternoon, okay? So when you ask them, why are we late? They said, I were at the tape. I was looking for water. Okay? And we have also a music.
okay? Music, because the peoples are imitating the Arab singers. Sometimes it is the bad behavior, okay? Even it is the bad words. They have to imitate them, okay? Even dressing, even walking, okay? And we have also rural problems, okay? Some people are leaving school, they go to Bamako or they go to, I don't know, golden mine there. Okay, yeah, gold mining. And when they come back, they buy some motorbike, they have some money, they are well dressing. Those who don't go, yes, that infect people. Those who don't go will try to go to do the same. And when they go there, they will not come back again to school. You see, there are some problems we are affecting there. Maybe Flower can.
Yes. And now I'm going to Mr. Famsa also, who is going to give again a general idea. He is a teacher, and he is also a teacher union leader, and he has got a wide detail about the problem students and their teacher are facing. So, Mr. Famsa.
Very much. Okay, thank you very much. Really, honestly speaking, the problem we came across in general in different schools. First of all, the children, they came across, the first problem is the potable water, or I mean drinking water. This is a big problem because if you can notice, there is no faucet in the different schools. This is something really we must create. If we could create the faucet in the different schools, which can permit as the teachers and the students to have access to the drinking water, and I mean potable water. This is a serious problem, and the schoolyard, really there is a big problem because we spread everything everywhere. We cannot walk in a place which is not a safely place. This is a big problem. And right now, really, to be honest with you, we potable water in every school. This is a serious problem because, as we said, water is the first source of life. If there is no clean drinking water in schools, this is something really which is not, we cannot understand it, and we cannot believe in it. Right. That's for the time being, that's what I have to say. And maybe in the forthcoming training sessions, we will have plenty of time to speak about other problems. Right, okay, take care.
So, thank you very much. All these answers are great. And I think everywhere, now to move to this activity, some solution. For example, can someone give us solution to clean water in the local problem? Yes. Traoré.
The drinking water problem in the town of Dioula. First of all, I think the government should put in a kind of strategy so that to serve the different side, the different scatter of the town of Dioula, so that people can get drinking water all the time in the year. And then if the government does not have this means, so some can ask help with the NGOs. The NGOs who are working on these fields, so they can ask aid with them, so that they can dig some water pumps in the strategic places where in some moment of the year there is water shortage, so that people can get drinkable water available at any time. That is first solution that I can give. And some also thought about the Okay, the rural exodus. So some thought about the rural exodus. So as he said, I think if there are some laws that are being voted by the government to try to impeach the student to leave the school, and children under maybe a certain age, so they have to vote a law to impeach those children to leave even the villages, to go to the different site of local mine, so that they do not leave the school, they do not give up the school. And after that also, I think there are other problems about the, what again? Yes. Drug. Okay, drug addiction also. So this is a big issue today. Drug addiction is a big issue today because, as my colleague said, it is a problem of education. It is a problem of education, so all the parents should get involved to well educate the children, to control, I mean, what we call the frequentation. Yes, yeah, so the other friends that are getting in touch, so that to control what they are doing, where they go, and when they come back home, so that to avoid them to get indulged in drug consumption. Because it is a big issue today, and it is even a source of delinquency also. Because everybody is fear today. If you pay a new motorbike, so you sleep with one eye, because you don't know where they will take it, when they will take it. So all this is due to the bad behavior that our children have today.
Okay, Draman Traore, thank you very much. That was great solution and some topic interesting. Good. Now, up now to me, I'm going to share my general idea about the global issues we have got. For example, some of them are environmental issues, as everyone knows. So this is deforestation, which is affecting Jula here, and drought. I think deforestation leads to the minimizing of the rainfalls, and this impact farm, and farm results are very poor, and this leads to food insecurity. So this is very dangerous and is affecting our locally now. We have also pollution. As most of you know, we already know about air pollution, we all know about water pollution, but something also you need to mention is the noise pollution. Yes, the noise pollution is another issue now. When you go to the big cities, you spend all the night, you are hearing the noise from the cars, the motorbike, music, everywhere. And people also want to be safe and be quiet and silent. But the organism needs this to have a good health. But if these noises are preventing us, this also is a big problem now. And I think this is the problem in Jula. It can be also a problem in Fana. Musa Tangara, is that true? Yes, every night people spend playing music, and yes, and vehicles are passing. All these noises are very bad for the human health. And this is what we call the noise pollution. This is also a problem. And now we have endangered animals. We also have the war. For example, in Mali here, just terrorism are attacking the different position of the army and even people. Yes. And we have also immigration. So some also say those who leave the school, they want to go to Spain through Italy, or they get to look for money. And most of our friends or relatives never come back. And we have any information about them. We have also gold mine as a Dusu state here. There are many problems. So I think Kafungo is a head teacher, and some of the students leave school to go for mining. At the eve of the day of examination, they come in a hurry to do the examination. So this is a problem, yes. It is a problem. Mr. Fomsa, I think you also know some problem about this. Yes, and this is affecting many students in Juela. We have also global warming. Global warming is everywhere because it is a long time now, the temperature is getting higher and higher. And even now we can go to 14 to 45 degrees Celsius. Yes, because of the deforestation and because of the CO2 emission. As you say, the vehicles are emitting the carbon dioxide, and these are polluting the air. And also the big factories or the plants, these also are impacting people. Even Mali is not among the biggest country of polluter, but we need to do something. Yes, we need to do something because it is a crisis, it is a global crisis, and we need to do something. And we need to reduce our amount of carbon dioxide we are emitting. And this needs the involvement of everyone. We have also, as Mr. Zumana stated in the group there, which is affecting students in Golobugu. And Mr. Fomsa also stated in general, every school in Juela needs clean water. And we have also what we call the energy problem, access to energy. Most of the time in rural area, people don't have access to electricity. This is a problem. And even in Juela, we are facing a electricity shortcut at every time. This is a problem. Okay, now we are going to change your group to form a new partner now. That means 1, 2, 3. Yes. You count, Mariam? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. 1, 4. 1. Tangara 1. 4. Flantene is 3. Now you change the group. You move.
into our classes. So it can be a mean of sensitizing students. And the student, in our turn, they are going to sensitize their parents. And this can stop these factors. You see, since now global warming is caused by these issues, deforestation, so the cutting of trees. I think now the global warming is caused by this factor. And sensitizing people. Firstly, if you start at school, so this can permit to drain. The factor can be drained by sensitizing people. You see, so that's what I wanted to add.
It is very important to integrate global or sensitivity lesson in our lesson. It is very, very important because this allows the student to discover the causes and the consequences of those issues. And it can prevent students to have a better living condition. Yes. After that, we can say that it's important, and it is the way of sensitizing pupils. Yes, I can say that. It is a good way, a very good way of sensitization.
Okay, yes, that is true. That is true. Because you're doing this, you are informing your student.
To our classes, because firstly, the students are the future of the world. So it permits students to prevent these issues, and it gives them the possible solution to fight them, even if they are always here. Okay? As for the sustainability lessons, they are taught to students in order that they can be useful for the society, to make easy for them, and that it can help them to fight against unemployment. This is why we say that sustainability and global issues lessons are very, very useful for our classes.
It is a crisis. When it is a crisis, you know to bring this in your classroom, because as a Swedish activist say, Greta Gutenberg, she said, I want to act as if our house is on fire, because it is. So where there is a crisis, you need to do something as if your house is on fire. If your house is on fire, you cannot be still doing nothing. Is that true? Yes, you need to do something, to take action to solve this problem. I think trying to solve this problem can be at different level. It can be first at individual level. It can be at the community level. It can be at the political level. For example, in individual level, you as a teacher, you are going to inform first your student. As you report in your group, your students also are going to inform their parents to impact them. And they also can mobilize the whole community to do something. You teach a plastic wash in your classroom, students are informed. When they go back at home, they talk this problem to the parents, or even they may ask some parents, so our teacher talked about this one. Is that true? Is that true? And they say, yes, it knows, but it is like this, it is like this. And people together, they can do something. Maybe if it is a problem, we can be together and solve this problem. Let me recall you a story in Mali, who said, maybe some of you know it, ko basanini basanunga kele ube basa kele ube don basa flana na kele beisiki kala je ko ka onyo mo ko nu nye basa we kay nu to nyona ko anga fo itala don we kele ga do ku tara do tasmala Donc au bout la kata yelen doka bugula. Donc finalement tasma yo bugu mene, ay bugu remne, ay bugu remne. Donc ainsi de suite. So this is something, it is a crisis. Donc if it is a crisis, we need to do something. We not choose to out to watch, oh, we are here, though this is no, because the problem is coming. For example, anybody of us could not remind, could not think in 2002 that there will be a war crisis in Mali. I think most of you can believe that there will be a terrorism here. For example, I can remember when I was still a young, I could see on the TV breaking news, there is a problem in Congo, ONU is there, in Liberia, yes. And we couldn't think that this kind of problem could come in Mali. I really know, I can't imagine. But today, it is in front of our door. Yes, that means humans need to be prepared. We need to be prepared for this crisis because it is coming. And now, it is preparing learning for the future. A group said this. Which group is one? Yes, there. The group 3 say that because you are preparing your student for the future. Not today. You know, the generation us are happy to discover the global heating problem now. And we are the only generation who can do something. Because if our generation didn't do something, don't do something now, it will be too late. Because the next generation cannot stop the global warming. And it will be a disaster for the humanity. And even everything on the planet. So that means you inform your student, it is your student who are going to be the next president. They are going to be the next headmaster. They are going to be the next doctors. And if they are already prepared at the class now, that means one day when they will be a decision maker, they can do something right. So this is why it is important for us to bring this in our classroom. And it is important for a language teacher because English is the most spoken language in the world. Yes, I think. Yes, most of you already taught this lesson in your classroom, the importance of English. Yes, so if you want a large audience in the world, you need to speak English. That means you can be here by many people across the world. Yes, no, this is why we need to integrate this in your classroom. Good, now we are going to move for the activity 3, which is a reading game. I'm going to give you a game reading. We are going to read to learn more about the problems. We are going to learn about, through this article, we are going to read more about the different problems we are facing now. And you are going to stay in your group. You are going to have 15 minutes to read and answer this question. Okay? Group 1. You are going to do this first. It is a quiz. We are not the same. Which reading is that? Very good, very good, very good. Yes, yes. This is jigsaw reading. That's mean in your class, you are going to think about this one. It can permit you to cover many texts at the same time. All the students are not going to discuss the same, but it can permit you to cover many texts for reading. If you have many texts to read, you can divide this reading to different groups, and that will permit you to get more time and sufficiently. Okay? This is an importance of this a reading. It's also a game because every group would like to do a good job. And the different groups are going to learn from each other. And this is really important. Now, think about the prediction. If you are going to teach a text, think about the prediction. This is what I did for the first time. Before giving your student a text, you give them the picture or a quiz related to the text and ask them if they have an idea. For example, when you are watching the film, they are going to jump at the middle of a film. They show you at the beginning something in the film. And later you are going to see this one. So this is a prediction, a kind of prediction that can permit you to get an idea about the coming event in the story or in what you are reading. This is very important. That permits your student to wake up them, to give interest for the reading. And now you also will need to think all these to integrate in your class. Now we are going to move to the group, the activity 4, which is the teacher's problem in teaching global issues. Page. Okay? Now we are going to get, my problem is, when teaching global issues, my problem is,
Not yet, not yet. Resources. Reading article. Yes.
Reading articles
yes.
global issues.
Yes.
By reading articles
Now follow here, please. Okay. And now follow here, please. We are going to listen to group 1, the problem page, and the solution the group 3 gave them.
Problem and free solution. 5 problem, free solution. Okay. The first problem is lack of materials. Let me. Lack of materials. They have given us a solution to get materials from schools. To get material from school partners is the first solution. Now the second problem, lack of training. The solution is ask help from NGO. They can organize training session. Is the second solution. The third problem, adapted vocabulary for the student. The solution is teacher himself can improve his vocabulary to teach them by reading article about global issues. Now is the free solution they have given us. Now we have is four problem. Now it's later one solution.
Yes, what is the four problem?
The lack of information for students is the last problem. And now, no solution of this problem. Now I need Patrice to give us the solution.
Lack of, okay, I will give you whenever.
Here. Now the first one is the classes are crowded. The solution is active method group work. Okay, be quiet. Please look at here. Okay. Now here we have 4 problems. Okay. Now the first one is the classes are crowded. The solution is active method and group work. The second is lack of resources of material. The solution is bring local objects to embody. The third one, lack of vocabulary. The solution is read more before the lesson. And the fourth one, internet problem. The solution is the lesson use the local subject. This is our 4 different problems and the solution. Thank you.
Are you satisfied with solutions?
And unfortunately for us, we are not satisfied about the different solution about our problem. Thank you.
Lack of information. The solution is sensitizer. Sensitizer to the information access. Lack of time. Group work. Though we have group work for solution. Lack of tools. Group work again. Lack of students' motivation. Lack of students' motivation. We have warming up, teach also through games. These are all. We aren't satisfied.
Less or more. Are you satisfied?
Okay. Okay. Thank you for the solution. The last solution, the number 4, lack of student motivation. As solution, warming up, teach also through games. This is very good. It is satisfying. But for the rest, it is very sad to see such solution here, unfortunately.
Okay, good. Some solution. Okay, now you have problem solution. Now, the teacher didn't receive a previous training. This is a problem. Yes, this might be the first time for someone to receive training how to incorporate global issues for this. So the solution is what? Those who didn't receive a previous training, you can follow the free courses. I think we have many different WhatsApp groups for international African teachers, Asian teachers, American teachers come together. These are many WhatsApp groups. When you are in this group, you can have a lot of information related to the courses, the free courses. That means you are going to use the internet connection to have access to these courses. For example, you can also attend the webinars. When you go to the British Council website, you follow there, you can have free courses and the webinars. Some are recorded and you can download and get information about this. And also, you can go to the ELT Sustainable website. ELT Sustainable. On this website, you can find also some free courses related to the environment. So following this can permit you to overcome the problem of training. Next, the global solutions are not included in the syllabuses. I think formerly Mr. Fomsa talked about this problem, to find texts in the syllabuses that are focused on the global problem. If there are not texts related on that, the solution you can find is now to find a link between the curriculum and the course book. For example, in the 9 form, the first lesson is going to work, okay? This is about job. Now, if I teach this one, how I can incorporate this problem? After this, the head doctor said to Bola, if you come late again, you will lose your job. So if you want to integrate global issue in your student, you can use this one. If you come late again, you will lose your job. When someone loses his job, he is sent to jobless. And this is a problem. According to you can give your student discussion. If someone or if one of your relatives lose his job, what can be the problem, the consequences of this? Maybe the person might not be able to make stuff, the family, for food, for education, for health. So you can integrate, after this text, you can integrate discussion about this one. Though this is another way you can follow a relationship between the text and the, for example, in unit 8 or 9, I think it is a car crash. What happened? Because the roads are bumpy. This is a local problem. So make a discussion why our roads are so bumpy. Why people don't do something? Why government, why the local authority don't do something? According to the state, what do you think we can do to solve? This is something you can organize in your classes. For example, the problem page you did now, you ask your student to write the problem, and other group is going to propose some solution. These are activities you can integrate to find a link between the global problem and the curriculum. And now, many of the group state the lack of materials. Yes, that is right. Now, I'm going to suggest to you that if you go to the British Council or the ELT website, you can find many resources, tools that you can help you to prepare, or there are many lessons, a ready lesson to teach. You can also go to the WWHPS EE Wiki. In this website also, you are going to find ready resources. You just need to download and have a copy, and you can go to teach. They are very simple lessons. And some of you need to choose the topic or the lesson which suits your student level. So when you go on this website, you can find resources like this. And also teachers might be afraid to integrate sustainability for administrative reason. This is a problem. For example, the teacher will say, if I study a text about terrorism, maybe if the pedagogical advisor come to find me in the classroom, he can criticize me. Maybe he can say that I'm not following the program. This is true. Teachers are afraid. Even you can be afraid that deforestation is not a topic in the syllabuses. Teachers are afraid to teach because when the head teacher can see you teaching something like this, he can criticize you. This is a problem. And now, what I'm going to propose you, this is to have a discussion. To have a discussion with your supervisor. Maybe if a pedagogist come and find you that you are doing this because it is not in the syllabuses, try to discuss with him, to let him understand that it is a global problem. If it is a global problem, education is here to prepare students to be able to fight the real problem. It is not just going in the classroom to focus on just only the grammar. just focusing on the vocabulary. We learn the vocabulary, we learn the grammar so that to be able to do something in the real world. But if you close everything to the syllabus, it may be a problem. So you can have a discussion with your supervisor about this problem, okay? Well, so that was some of the solution I would like you to yes? Good. That was some solution. I think we now will need to move to the next one. That is, what do you need to consider as a teacher if you want to integrate this one? What do you need to consider when you plan your lesson? For example, here, you are going to work with a partner. In your group, you are going to have a partner, and according to you, what you need.
Okay, one point to consider if you want to incorporate global issues in our lesson is about text study. Text study. For example, in the 9th form, in Unit 12, an elephant hunt. So here we can consider this text to incorporate in our lesson. It is about global issues. And if we see the elephant, we know that it is an animal very rare here in our community. In the forest, it is very difficult now to see the elephant. And you can explain that to hunt or to kill the elephant is not a good thing. So I think that we can consider this point to integrate global issues here in our lesson. This is what I can explain about it.
Can someone else in the group mention something?
After identify the different global issues, identify, and then the factors, causes of global issues, consequences, and solutions. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. That's mean the problem 3. Cause,
effect, solutions.
Yes.
Global issue. You can consider the vocabulary must be considered. The vocabulary that we are going to use. So student can understand more relation, the topic, the level of the student. So we can adapt the vocabulary, the level of the student, and topic also adapt to the local reality. Like as the advisor said, the hunt of elephant. So you see, we saw that now we haven't any elephant in our areas. What caused this lack of animals? Okay, thanks.
Okay, good. Very good teaching these local problems or environmental problem. You need to find links to the curriculum and the course book. As you mentioned, elephant hunt, Tangara said is. So this is a link between the problem, endangered animal. Why people go to hunt the elephant? So you create a link between this. This can permit you to integrate this in your topic. Because, you know, if you have to think about the examination or the progress of the program, teacher can say, so I cannot bring everything this because I will not finish with my program. Yes. But when you try to find a link between the program and the problem you are facing, that can help you to go faster, to permit to integrate in your topic. You need also to consider the age and the level of your student. They mentioned there. So the text at the 9 form or the 7 form should not be the same as the top at the 12 form. Yes, they have a different age and level. Yes, and those also students at the primaries or maybe the teenager, so they cannot see the same problem as the adult. That's when you need to consider. If you bring this one, don't just say, it is a global issue, so I'm going to bring this. No, you need to check. The text I give you, you read. That is for you, the teacher. But you can have more easy text for your student. Voilà. So you need to consider this. Playing in school greening. Playing in school greening, that means you can organize a day for planting trees. Or you can organize a day to collect the plastic wash. All these can permit you, these activities can permit you to integrate a global problem in your context, in your class. Because you know when you plant a tree, the tree captures the carbon dioxide. So if you tell students that planting trees can help us to reduce the global warming, they will be more involved to plant this tree. And you also need to think about the crossing and integration opportunity. That means what? You as a language teacher, today you are going to focus on a global issues, for example, deforestation. Maybe you can ask your colleague French teacher, today what are you going to teach? Maybe they'll say, today or this week I'm going to teach a text related to the forest. Il y en a des textes en français, ou bien des textes concernant la déforestation. So try to do the same thing. If you have a chat with a colleague, that can reinforce the student. In the geography, they see the atmosphere. The geography teacher is going to teach the atmosphere this week. You also, as you communicate with your colleague, plan a lesson in English that is concerning about the dioxide carbon emission. Yes. Yes. Making your lesson personal and local. As they say, try to come with the lesson that affect really your student. So when we are talking about the problem in Juila, students are more activated to participate than the problem which is far away from them. Yes. And also you need also to make it about people. Focus on people. What affect people? This is why we say the environmental crisis and the climate breakdown affect humans. So that means focus your problem on humans. Now make it fresh. That means you need to give something new. You teach this year, and next year the same. Try to change. Or this week you teach the same, and after give a new lesson to your student. Try to change. Make it topical. What does mean making it topical? It is something that is at the newsreel. When we are talking, what topic people are talking about now? In the last week, in last week, there was many problems in Mali. That was the different attacks of terrorism in the different center or in the different position of Malian army. So if you are in the classroom at the time, you can bring this topic in your student to focus. This can permit your student to be updated. It is a can to update your student. And making it prompt action and prompt research. That means when you finish a lesson, try to encourage your student to take action. Take action means here to do something. But don't go to your class, teach it and finish. Okay? Make it concrete. If it is about the class content, it influences students really. So try to do things like this. These are some points you need to consider when integrating, and be prepared to learn something from your student. when you teach lesson, keep in mind that